Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Tigers have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
The RPO, it's complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try to get it through the air. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Clemson's offense will get the ball for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys?
Can find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. He'll ride his man on the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's broken up and almost intercepted. intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith.
Oh, it's a reverse.
Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got it behind the line. It's Wade. At the 35, he's loose. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Goes straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Caught over the middle. It's Duggan. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. Snags it down the right side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. You've got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He'll take a deep shot here. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Clemson! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll throw it on first down. Good timing on the quick out. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Bulldogs get it past the sticks. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. At the 40, there he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Fires to the big fella. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. 6th play of the drive coming up. Keeps it on the bootleg. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He's got his man. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Up to 45 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. They move the tight end all over. Looking to throw on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Fowler. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And we're even here in the first. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. And you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Fair catch, called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Carey.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight, and the returner will be knocked down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, the inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's looking to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The give from the gun. Smashes through. He's got 50 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over the Sharks.
wasting no time throwing on this drive.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Motion from the offense. He's looking for an open man on second down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get
and the defense gets to the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He wants to pass it on second down. He finds his man. Jumped on top of the pile. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Reads it, fires complete. Makes the catch and knocked down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On the run, still looking. Finds a crease at the 20. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man on the outside. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. They'll leave it with him. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, going up top. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll run the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Had to throw it before he wanted. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out! He's up to 86 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Wide receiver shows motion. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. It's a reverse. Nice move to stay on his feet. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Racing down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Akron overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from InfoCision Stadium, these Zips got to be thrilled with this result. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and with that run, he's going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. The hand to the running back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Give to the running back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Finds his tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A 3rd and long coming up here. Trying to get behind the defense. And they will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time. Trying to beat the D deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Might as well stick with him. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Georgia sends out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the tailback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide-open receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Duggan. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Clemson jumps to the line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Gets open down the middle. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. After that completion, move the chains. Now 1st down. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's got great speed. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the 1st half today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those 1st downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clemson is quick to the line. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grow up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the football. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll run it from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, Dave, and they can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams?
Makes his connection.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Getting set for the point after. bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it.
Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a hit.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today. One bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Georgia sends out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Blocked! The heat got to him. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a big-time play by the punt block team. Great job rushing the punter, understanding where he's trying to kick the football, getting your hand on it, and then how about the scoop and score and do the rest. Big-time special teams play.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. As if it weren't a big enough play just to block the punt. They scooped it up, put it in the house, and man, oh man, did they give their team some energy. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The back goes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The play action fake. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Bulldogs are on the move. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Gets it out fast. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kennesaw State went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Owls team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Now they'll run the draw. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Coming after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To the ground with the back. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Tigers get enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Now on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The AT unit on the field. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, the ground game. On the move at the 30. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got out of trouble and throws. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Snags it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. See if they can get it done on second and goal. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gassed him there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands. And when he's there, he can make people miss. And if he gets into the second level of your defense, that dude is gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The give to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll keep it on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's right on target. Tackled immediately after the catch. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. Looking for a deep man. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, and unfortunately gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Off play action on first down. Steps away. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. At the 40, there he goes. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Ball still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on second and 10. On target.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
One of the areas they really focused on this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UCF took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Orlando. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Quarterback on the keeper. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get them.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He's got it down the middle. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack punt.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Oh, what a move! He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To the air on 1st down. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. He's now over 200 yards from scrimmage, joining the likes of Clemson legends Sammy Watkins and Mike Williams.
And when you think of those guys, you think of big plays. I mean, guys that can hit home runs immediately, and that's what he's doing. And when your name's mentioned with that kind of elite company, you talk about sticking your chest out, you talk about being a dude. Those are NFL players, and you're getting compared to those guys. That's a good day at the office.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're trying to get to him. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got his man. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Goes to the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Here comes the 2-point try. Trying to slam in. He goes airborne and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He's into the open down the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. They're going to throw it again. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Boston College managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll savor this one in Chestnut Hill for some time, no matter the final score.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
On second down, looking again to throw. Got his man in the middle. Clemson jumps to the line.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. No huddle offense to the line. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
He tries to take the top off. Wide open, he makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Clemson now operating in the red zone. They go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Feeling some heat. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the 2-point try. Slams ahead. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, Dave. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility.
Oh, there's the ball! And the defense has got it, and they're trying to pick up some yards.
Man, that's a bad fumble. I mean, you're going to give the ball to your playmaker. You understand the situation. All I'm trying to do is run clock, hold on to that thing, to fumble in that situation, and just breathe hope. You gave him life, and that's what you don't want to do. You just want to run that clock.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Here comes Clemson with another first down. He's going to pass. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. I don't think the pressure is going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one, and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Clemson is quick to the line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. places are richer in tradition, more steep in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Guys, we'll get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here comes the talented freshman. A huge spot for him, and there might be a bit of a learning curve here, guys.
No doubt, being so young, he just has to be able to handle his emotion. He's got a lot of talent, David. He just has to keep it all under control.
And keep it under control. Realize it's one play at a time. Don't try to do too much, but he's got the talent, and now he's going to have to earn the respect of everybody around him.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for this season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. Slips through the line. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Buckeyes offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The number 1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number 1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Give to the back. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Powell. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Complete to start this drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Using his feet to buy time. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Nice move to keep moving. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Kelly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Going up top on 1st down. He makes the connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the 1st down, I think you just keep your points. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Caught behind the line. It's Powell. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. All wideouts, no backs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly deep downfield. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't agree.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Coming after him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And his throw is incomplete. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Hubbard. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed.
Leaves it with the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Fresno State will have to punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The run from the shotgun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Makes a move. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Power football with the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. And here comes the offense on second down. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Handoff from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. The Buckeyes get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Powell. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium. But Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 4 over FIU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Might as well give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a fifth. And it's incomplete on third down. Fresno State will have to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's looking to throw it. He makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He's back to throw on second down. Get it out on the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. On the move, it's Hubbard. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. With the catch, it's Powell. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on third. He got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this offense is still early in the down, second and goal. They could still run it. They go with the pass. Nice job by the quarterback seeing it immediately, getting the football out of his hands, seeing his wide receiver open, getting the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Kelly. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
He's up to 51 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'll go right back to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. The pocket starts to collapse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the field goal unit is on the field. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Buffalo. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it on the outside. It's Hubbard. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. On second down, just keeps firing. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Fresno State will have to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Off the play fake. He's got the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Grab behind the line. It's Powell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He finds his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the...
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Fresno State, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. They find themselves in... And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. At the 20, he's got space. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. He wants to throw. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Grabs it in the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hubbard. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. On second down, he'll fire. Got a man. Tackle is made after the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and they got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Hauls it in. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now 2nd and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Using his legs, it's Hubbard. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. First down here for the offense. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got loose, it was all over. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. A third down try for the offense. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. The running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Fresno State working from the red zone. Comes out throwing on 1st down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls, the wide receiver sprints off the ball. What happens? That DB starts to bail. And that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Still looking on the move. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Just drives it between the uprights.
That makes the score Ohio State 41, Fresno State 27.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The option look. He'll pitch it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. To the ground with the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Fresno State right back to the line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but Got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They're going to run it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man. It's Kelly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. That is no good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
41, Fresno State, 27.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That 43-yard field goal attempt was well within his range, but he misfired, and they'll turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 26. Makes the catch. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starved, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Off play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. It'll be a draw. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Fresno State, 34.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Man coverage is a bad idea against this guy. The Buckeyes always seem to have somebody that you can't handle one-on-one. Remember that great game Joey Galloway had against Michigan State in '93?
Joey Galloway, one of the most overrated Ohio State receivers that I've ever seen. It's personally ever worked with. But no, just speed, just big guys, great offensive, designed around guys that are game breakers out wide that really stretch the heck out of your defense.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They go to the ground. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. On second down, wants to throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore.